Aloha guys, Scuba Chris here. I've been asked a couple of times how I make my floating leaders and why would you need a floating leader? Okay, when I go to areas that have fine silty bottom, more on the muddier side, there's gonna be a lot of crabs. So usually early morning, late evening, when you throw your baits out, it's getting chewed up, which means your leader line is getting chewed up as well. That gets expensive. So I figured out a system on how to do this. And this is what it looks like. Okay, this is what I need here, and I'll show you how that works. All right, for my floating leader system, I'm only gonna do like light and medium. I don't do heavy because I usually don't go for larger fish in that type of habitat. So for lighter, I go with my 40-pound test. This is Fluorostretch. This is pretty good. BD Outdoors has done independent testing, found that this stretchable fluorocarbon, yeah, fluorocarbon stretches. This is rated for 40, but on a stretching machine, the machine maxed out at 56, it still couldn't break it, so this is pretty good. So for my lighter fare, I'll go using the 40. For my medium fare, I go up to 80. I don't do anything heavier for floating rig because basically the medium heavy can take care of that. All right. So for the heavy ones, I go with a 1.3 on my crimps. You don't have to crimp, you can tie. But let me show you what I'm gonna do here. This is already made up, so it's faster for me to deconstruct this instead of constructing it for you, all right? So let me just take this apart, okay? So this is the 80-pound stretchable fluorocarbon leader. This is by Okuma. This is called Fluorostretch. Okay, I use the, I guess you call it surgeon's loop at the end. It's just a double loop knot. I prefer this. Easy. Okay. Looks simple, right? So let me show you. Let me take this apart and show you what I did. So what I did, okay, I got my hook. Now the hook, this here, I wonder, where did I put my hooks? Okay, here. These are, okay, for the smaller ones, I use 2/0 or 3/0. This is for the mediums, the medium heavies. That I use 4/0. Okay. Now for here, notice how I go through this twice. And the reason why I do this, I first will crimp this off. All right. I use crimps. Crimps are stronger. It's cheaper, easier to tighten up, but crimps are stronger. Okay. And these are the balls I use are 1 1/4. For floating balls, and you got the stoppers here. You got to make sure you have the stoppers on them. All right. So what I do is I figure out roughly how far this should sit off the bottom and how far this should float. So what I did is I looped it through twice. You notice to do this I had to loop it through twice. All right. So when that happens, I figure I want about that much hanging off of the ball. Okay, this peg here is hollow. Put that back in it, see? That's it. So what's gonna happen is that the float is gonna come up like this. And if you're passing fish, and you see this, that's how it's gonna look. All right, this here, this is about 4 feet right here. So this is usually what I wanna sit in about 8 to 10 feet of water or deeper. So this will be, you know, from the bottom where the swivel is going to be, they'll be going up to about 4 feet, and then you got about maybe 5 inches off of this. So that's all it is going to have to do. Now, like say for example, you want to put more line off of this, and the reason I made it this way is that look, put the line through, pull that through, repig that. Look at that. Now you just doubled it. You got 8 inches. All right. That's the reason why I made it this way, so you can alter the length of the leader coming off from the ball. All right. So it's a pretty easy, self-explanatory system. You know, you need, like I said, you need just your crimpable crimps. This is the 1.3 I used for the 80 pound. Your favorite fluorocarbon line for me is Fluorostretch. Because I'm crimping, I got my crimper. Kitchen shears works really good for my scissors. That's it. So this is what I use when I go out, and it's areas like Pearl Harbor, Chocolate Beach, areas, even Waimanalo, there's areas that have fine, silty, dirty sand. There's gonna have a lot of crabs there, so you're gonna expect your lines to get chewed up, but you won't using this system, all right? So thank you for watching. Give this a try because it works. Thanks.